Welcome back. All right, you know the saying, right? Happy wife, happy life. Well, it should say happy in the workplace, happy life. Most Americans spend the majority of their time either thinking about work or being in the office. Hundreds of studies have shown that job satisfaction and health care are linked, but some people have a hard time bonding with their boss and their coworkers, and that makes work an unhappy place to be. And joining us this morning to talk more about it, mental health counselor Shantala Boss. Great to see you. How are you?
Very good.
I mean, it makes sense, right? We spend most of our day there. We often talk about, I'll say, oh gosh, Bob's like my work husband because we spend so much time together. And if that relationship is uncomfortable, it makes for a really unhappy environment.
Well, it really can, because we do spend most of our waking hours either at work or thinking about work. So if we are not happy and looking forward to going to work, it can really cause a lot of problems. And I think one real important thing to look at is like how do our coworkers support us and how can we support them? Sometimes people feel unvalued at work or unsupported, and as a result they don't want to show up, or they get anxious or have a lot of depression even.
Okay, so let's talk about specifically your relationship with your boss, because that one is probably one of the most challenging relationships we have at the office. What do you need to do to make that relationship better?
Well, it's a fine line on how close you want to get with your boss. I think it's important that you build a relationship with your boss even outside the office, going to activities as a group with your coworkers, etc., and letting them see your personality, but not getting too close to your boss to where there can be some boundary issues, or maybe you're giving them dating advice or helping them with something, and then that comes back to haunt you, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, I once had a boss who brought me in to check out her dating profile, and it just was not a good thing. You have to set those boundaries and those limits so that you can have a healthy relationship. But I think the real important thing is finding out what your boss deems as important. This deadline or this meeting may be important to you, but it may not be that important to them. So sometimes instead of working hard, working smart, finding out what your boss's priorities are and meeting those expectations first, but not giving up on your passion or what you want to do in your job, but actually addressing that with your boss after you've met those expectations so that they see you as a productive employee.
Right, absolutely. And really, and so much of that, that relationship with your coworkers, it's very similar in the sense that you talked about, like sort of that symbiotic, that give and take, right?
Well, teamwork. You know, if you want them to implement this project or to believe in this idea, you need to actually believe in what they're doing, and so they need to see you as a valuable resource and someone who views them as important before they'll look at you that way.
Right.
Absolutely.
And keeping your workspace environmentally healthy, that's super important too. Like making sure that, you're not eating tuna at your desk, just saying. All these things.
Well, some people do that. Some people don't take lunch breaks, and I think lunch breaks are important. I know we get busy and we say we're on a lunch break and we're in front of our computer, but that's not a break. You know, turning off your phone and taking some time just to relax and get away from work is very important. And
it makes you a better person.
Absolutely.
Makes you easier to be around.
Fresher ideas.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Force yourself to get out of the building, even if you just walk around the building,
Get some
for
exercise,
10 minutes.
get some fresh air.
Yes. Okay. Shantala Boss, it's great advice. How can our viewers find you?
My website is shantalaboss.com.
Great to see you. You look lovely.
Thank you.
All right.